Once upon a time in a land far away, there lived two identical twins named Sam and Tom. These brothers were so alike in appearance that, even their own mother struggled to tell them apart when they were born. However, as they grew older, it became clear that Sam and Tom were very different from one another. Sam, despite his pleasant demeanor, had trouble making friends. On the other hand, Tom had a natural talent for building strong friendships. When it came to their tastes, Sam adored sweet treats, while Tom had a fiery passion for spicy food and despised anything sweet. Even their parents favored them differently, with Sam being their mother's favorite and Tom being their father's beloved pet. The most striking contrast between the twins was their personalities. Sam was a generous and selfless soul, while Tom was driven by greed and selfishness. As time went on, their father, a wealthy man, faced a dilemma. He wished to distribute his fortune equally among his sons. However, Tom had a different idea. He argued that the more intelligent and stronger son should receive a larger share of the inheritance. Sam, agreeable as ever, accepted his brother's challenge. Their father then devised a competition to determine the distribution of wealth. He instructed the brothers to walk as far as they could and return home before sunset. The amount of wealth each would receive would be determined by the distance they covered. However, he established a rule for this competition. They were not allowed to carry a watch to keep track of the time. The next day, filled with excitement, Sam and Tom set off on their journey. The sun shone brightly in the sky, and the day promised to be warm and pleasant. Sam, being level-headed, decided to take a steady
and measured pace, fully aware
of the importance of timing in this challenge. Tom, driven by his insatiable greed and the desire to win the race, sprinted ahead, confident that this would secure him a greater portion of his father's wealth. Sam, however, had a different strategy in mind. He knew that if he walked as far as possible until noon, he should turn back for home. By doing so, he would reach his destination on time. This understanding of time management gave him an advantage. Tom, on the other hand, blinded by his greed, continued to walk aimlessly. Even after mid-noon had passed, he believed that he could still make his way back home before the sunset, despite having walked twice as far as Sam. It was only when he noticed the sun turning a vibrant shade of orange that panic set in. He hastily turned back, desperate to cover the remaining distance before darkness fell. Unfortunately for Tom, his arrogance and greed were his downfall. He soon realized that he had underestimated the time it would take to return home. As the sun sank lower in the sky, darkness began to consume his path. Exhausted and defeated, Tom was forced to drag his weary feet back home, unable to complete the race. In the end, Tom's greed had cost him not only the race, but also his chance at a larger share of his father's wealth. The tale of the greedy boy serves as a stark reminder that greed can lead to nothing but loss and regret.